Okay, so just getting things started here. If you're listening, you should be able to hear my voice over the music. And let's just go straight to the desktop. Oh, there I am. I look horrible, I'm sure. Okay. Alright, so what am I going to do today? Well, actually, today I'm going to try to do what I've been doing, which is try to get a stupid box on the screen. Let's see, let's click on that. And this is just a straight up without word wrap. The thing that I wanted it to do is I wanted it to resize the text box with word wrap. Resize the text box based on how much text is in it, and then of course if it gets too much bigger than the screen, then I want it to just cut it off after a certain size. It doesn't matter if it's clipped, because almost all the text that I write is going to fit within the box, given the area that I want to use. So it's like 3/4 of the available screen space, and then the other space will be for displaying choices. So I haven't been able to do this like I want. Like I can do the word wrap. If I do the wrap, and then I do a minimum size, it's a minimum size. It's not something that changes dynamically, which I might have to do in code in order to get done what I want done. But I still keep thinking there's a way to do it, and that it can do that for me. But I'm not really sure how. I keep trying. I've had several copies, and then actually had several different deals here. This is a panel container, margin container, VBox, a panel with a label, and another panel which will have another label. But so far, I haven't been able to get it to do what I want, which is I want it to expand from the center, and I want the text box to resize to the size of the text. Anyways, let's see what... Well, hey, let's turn that off. Alright, so one thing I heard about was a pop-up, and I didn't know that Godot, or Redot for that matter, I didn't know that they did pop-ups. So let's see, how do you do a pop-up in Godot? We'll see that. Pop-up control. See, they actually have their own control. And honestly, I should go to the Redot docs, redotengine.org. Let's go to documentation. Let's look up pop-up, because pop-up might be what I want, because later on when I do parser and I have backgrounds and even some animations and stuff, and the text might even be a little bit more minimal than it is now, it will be a pop-up. But I don't need a pop-up right now, but I want a pop-up so that later on I can just kind of use it. So let's see what we got. Inherits, window, viewport, node, object. Inherited by pop-up menu, pop-up panel. Base class for contextual windows and panels with fixed position. It's a base class for contextual windows and panels with fixed position. It's modal by default, and provides methods for implementing custom pop-up behavior. Then we got, okay. So then signals pop-up hide emitted when pop-up is hidden. Okay. That's fine, but I need to know how to do a pop-up in Godot or Redot. How do I do a pop-up in Godot? Or that's kind of already what I asked it, but a complete guide to control nodes. What is that? Let's see what that is. That's on Reddit. Come on, go to Reddit. Why are the Godot guides YouTube videos? Don't people write articles anymore? Probably because they work well for visual tools like Godot, and they're easier to make. In general, has been the unfortunate trend for a long time. It's a good thing that people make a lot of tutorials these days, but I really miss proper written tutorials where you can use search and copy and paste. Just being able to scroll down and quickly remind yourself of how something was done, trying to remember which time codes to jump to is just frustrating. Okay, that's fine. Let's see something here. Let's pause that and let's go to watch on YouTube, although I'm not going to watch here. I just want to get a link to it. 6 years old though, and Godot has changed quite a bit since then. So I'll have to look at some case here. Looks like I have a message in Reddit. Depends on your frame rate if it affects you. Oh, that's right. That was when I was asking about the remuxing, because they say that if you go in OBS and you remux your video, it remuxes to variable frame rate, and I haven't really seen that yet. So what causes VFR, and is this still a thing? Here, let's edit that. What causes, I mean, what frame rates affect it? Okay. Here, somebody can answer me later. Okay, let's head back. Okay, that's just that. Where's this? Wait, where's this? Oh, this is in the Godot Reddit. Let's do a search in Godot Reddit here for pop-up. And block overlay pop-up, UI system with some example menus pop-ups. Was that a video? Huh, that seems like a really nice and clean menu. What do we got here? All kinds of deals, sliders. Huh. Well, that's cool and all, but pop-up menu and clicking another button. Let's see what this guy says. Make an overworld map for a small game that acts as a level conversion conversation selector. I want each point to represent something, an NPC or a level, for example. When you click on the point, a small menu pops up with the next button on the top of the right menu, all options. Okay, wait, this is here. Let's not worry about the pop-up. Actually, I just thought of something here. Let me think. Is there a way to resize a control or container Godot based on what text Oh, resize a label. Is there a way to resize a label and get it based on what text is inside? Let's see if something comes up with that. Does not have a built-in feature to automatically resize a label based on the text content. However, there are a few approaches. Scripted solution calculates labels' dimensions, adjusts the font size accordingly, measuring the text width and height and the current font size, comparing it with the label size, iteratively adjusting the font size until the text fits properly. This approach requires GDScript or C# programming knowledge. Still trying to do this without scripting, because I'm going to be scripting soon enough, that's for sure. But I just wanted to get this kind of easy stuff set up currently. You can use this theme override font size property to adjust the font size based on the text length. This is not what I want, though. I don't care about the font size. I don't care about changing the stupid font size. Let's see what this says. I want to make my text bigger for start menu, but when I scale the label, the text stays the same. I don't need to change the font size. I need to change the built-in way to make a label. Adjust resize font in a label. No, I don't want to adjust the size of the font. Doggone. How come I even put font in the stupid search either? Change text box size in a label and good go. Well, at least this will tell me how to. I don't want font size. I'm not looking for font size. Adding a label grows text box but does not shrink it. Well, let's see what this issue is, though. Maybe it's something that's relevant. Mac OS. Typing text beyond the size of a predefined label size will grow the text box but will not shrink it. This results in text being displayed incorrectly in the editor. If you click to a different scene and back again, then the text box is restored to its correct size. Create an object, create a label of a predefined size. Set alignment to center. Type text. Text will be centered. Huh. Can confirm. This is from 2021. Hasn't been closed yet. No, close this as completed. Fixed by something. So this is an old thing. Removal of recommended size, not triggering resize. When you add a minimum size and remove it, the control wasn't resized. Instead, it jumped to the automatic calculated set on the text. Fixed. What it might mean is I might need a fixed size box for my text, I guess. But it's not exactly what I want. Okay, let's try asking in Discord like we did before. And I was all set up to like bring up the to-do and all of that jazz. But I want to get this solved. So let's bring up here, bring up Discord. Voice actor casting call for the interesting. So he wants voice actors. This is a British dude made an adventure game in, I think, Unity. I think it was Unity with the adventure creator, and it looks kind of fun. He made a devlog for it, and I followed it, so that's why I'm on his Discord here. Anyways, okay, that's no big deal. Okay, nothing there. Games from scratch, 4.4 sneak peek. Wimshurst announcements, I don't care about that. I don't care about game testing either. Freebies and giveaways, Bus Simulator in Epic Game Store, and Lego Star Wars. Oh, I see. Giveaways. Oh, on Steam. Some narrative action platformer. Well, anyways. Okay. That's not important, not important, not important. Okay. Let us go into... I guess let's go to the Godot. Rules. Wait a second. What's... Oh. Oh, wait, that's OBS. Yeah. Okay. Let's not go to OBS. Let's go to Godot and quick help. Quick help. I'll ask somebody in here because maybe they'll respond. So how do I get the text box of a label to resize based on the text in it? So that way the box is smaller if it's only one line or a few words, and expands when its text field is changed. Let's see if somebody replies to that. Okay, let me try to ask this again. How do I resize a label's text box to the amount of text in the text field? Let's see. In Godot. 3 dot. Okay. Let's see if that pops out. Use a script that errorly reduces the font size. Why would it think... Okay. Why is this always about font size? If text doesn't fit in the box, I want this. Font size scales instead of the box. I don't want the font... That's not what I want, though. What I want is I want it to... Maybe I should give up this part. Because I can't figure out how to... I can't figure out how to do what I want to do. So, all right. I don't want to adjust the font size. Not the font size. Does not have built-in. Create a script attached to label node. Use a script get string size to calculate the width and height of the text. Char calculated sets with the label's current size. If the size exceeds the label size, resize the label's text box by adjusting its rect size property. To avoid infinite resizing, set a maximum font size threshold or minimum label size. that might be what I have to do if I want to do what I want to do. But maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just go with it. I should just make sure word wrap is on, make sure my size is a certain size, and just not worry about it. Because I'm obviously not working on the game if I'm trying to get this to work. Basic example might need adjustments. Okay, yeah, that's fine. See, I never asked for font size. I guess I could always go to Google or something. I'm actually using Brave Search without the default fallback because I don't want it to go to Google Search. How to increase the font size? No. Nope. 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 It says automatically resize a label node in Godot. 1 year ago. Resizing font inside a button on Godot. I tried to synchronize. Oh, so they want to resize the font also. Buttons, new canvas layer, then try resizing. No, that's not what I want. Anyways, maybe I should not even worry about it. And just get on with the game part itself. And actually the game part itself is really easy because all a room needs to have is the description and the choices, and they need some way of being able to link the choices to other rooms, which should be fairly simple. So maybe I should just work on that like I was supposed to. How about I do that? How about I start over and I do that? And we'll see what we got afterwards. And let's see. I can change the text size. Well, I actually don't have to change the text size. I don't have to change anything. I don't have to change the text if I make my room node or my room object that will have a label, 2 labels in it. So each room can just be a node like that, and so I can just add as many nodes as I want. And then when I get into scripting, I'll get into the part of actually linking, like linking cards. Okay, so maybe we'll just start with that. Okay, I'll go back to the to-do. And let me check on something. This is the new to-do, kind of on purpose. Let's do something here. And that is, I'm going to go back into OBS here. So pardon the infinite OBSs. And let me, what was I going to do? I forget why I was going in OBS here for some reason. Am I out of sync again? Yes. Dang it, I'm out of sync again. The only way to fix that I haven't actually figured out how to fix it is by restarting OBS. I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to be out of sync. Apologies for it being out of sync. But here, let's just go ahead and we'll go ahead and leave my face out of it for a little while. Okay, there's a reason I was going to go into OBS and change something in it. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm noting the time. So the time stamp on the video or on the stream is at 34 minutes. Um, how about we say 35 minutes and I'll do the clapping thing. I won't be able to see the clap because I don't have the video on, but at least I'll be able to hear the audio. And that way I'll be able to know. I need to see if OBS has any like plugins for like market time or something, because I really need that, especially if I'm gonna edit stuff. So I need exact time stamps. Like I need a time stamp for whenever I do something significant. And since I'm not just recording clips, I'm actually streaming this. Shoot, that might even be the better way of doing that. Okay, that's 35 minutes. And so that's when I finally decided that I would start over, completely start over here. Okay, let's do the thing that I normally do, and which is, let's go into here. Let's make a copy, paste, rename to test project 3, and we'll go with test project, and that way I can just, okay, let's just minimize that. That way I can delete this stuff. I'll just delete it. Okay. Good. Now that means all we have is this, the boxes. And the boxes are here because eventually it's going to be 3D, overlay text, and when I actually get into the game, this isn't going to be there. In fact, initially, the choose your own adventure part, there's not going to be any images or anything until one of the later phases, when I start adding like a few like small like thumbnail type style images. In any case, let us go and let's add a new child. So what do I want the child node to be? Should I just make it a plain node so I can just group my room? Okay, create. Okay, let's add, we're going to add a, I guess I'm going to add some sort of container. Let's see some here. Let's do VBox. VBox container, create, and let's create a panel. Let's see, panel. Create. And let's add another panel. Create. Panel 2. Okay. So this panel is going to go ahead and we're going to do we're going to do this. Do I want it like that, or do I want it center? No, we're going to do it full, I think. Panel, okay. So in the panels, we are going to do a layout. We're going to, or layout, I think. And we want a custom minimum size. We'll say 1080 divided by 4, just 270. Panel 2. We're going to do the same thing. 1080 divided by 4, like that. And then here we're going to do the thing. You know the thing. Be theme overrides, I think. Oh, this is a panel though, isn't it? How do I want to do it? Styles. Container sizing. Oh, that's right. Expand. Okay. So, and then panel 2. There. And we're not going to have a... Let's see something here. Let's save it. And let's do this. Reload. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that it actually is yes, interesting. So basically the panel is kind of see-through. It's like darkens thing, which is kind of interesting. That's not exactly what I want right now, and I'll fix that in just a sec. But what I'll also do here is overrides, constants, separation, and now there's no separation. So now when I play it, then it just looks kind of darker than it should be, which is okay, but we're going to change that too. And panel, theme overrides, new style box empty. Okay, panel 2, theme overrides, styles, style box empty. Control save, hit play, and now it's the full brightness again because now it's you can't see it. Okay, so now let's add a label. So we're going to add a label node. Okay, create. And what do I want to do? I want to... Do I center it? Let's see what happens here. Some text from the center. Okay, that's good, actually. Let's see, word, do we have, does this do a word wrap or auto wrap? Word. Okay. How big is this text? Now, what do we want to do? Do I want to do the size, right? Do I want to do custom minimum size, or do I want to just do the transform, which is the size? Interesting. Okay, so let's do something here. Let's go ahead and do the custom minimum size, and we want the custom minimum size on X to be, we should say 1920, and we're gonna have 1904. That gives us 16. And that does it from the center. But you know what? I think I want 8 less, so let's make it 1896. That's okay. 1896. Okay, so now let's see about doing very long text. I need some long text. And wish I had some long text. Let's open up the browser. What do they call that? You know, the lorem ipsum, whatever. blur text for layout purposes on a web page. Whatever, search can come up with it, or Lipsum Hub. Lorem ipsum pseudo-Latin text. Let's see what this is here. Lorem ipsum. Where do I find it though? Placeholder generator. I don't know. Here, let's see if I can. Lorem ipsum. Yeah, let's see. Lorem ipsum. Okay, generator. Paragraphs, sentences, words. Oh, interesting. Oh, I see. Five sentences. Oh, let's give it, I don't know, 20 sentences. Okay, this will work, I think. Oh, I can just copy it from there. Okay. Copy. I don't know if it copied. We'll see if it copies. Let's go into the text. Paste. Okay. But we need more than that. Z. Select all. We'll leave that. Let's make this 200. Let's see if it'll generate 200. Oh yes. That might be too big, but we'll see here. Let's do a copy. Let's do a paste. That is kind of interesting. But what I want to know is, we're centering we're using the center anchor in the panel. So how come, okay, so let's do something here. That's kind of okay right now. But let's do something else, which is I wanted to clip it, so let's see. Clip text. Yeah, but this clip text, I guess it clips it based on the minimum size. Huh. Okay. Let's see something here. Clip contents. Okay, that doesn't do anything. So I guess maybe what I need to do for the minimum size deal, I don't know. I guess I need to do a minimum height. So let's say 270 times 3, and we'll say 810 minus 24. Okay. Custom minimum. So what happens when I clip text now? Okay. that seems to go okay, I think. Alrighty, so what's 200 divided by 4? 50? 50. Okay, so let's kind of do the same thing with panel 2, right? Okay, so panel 2, we basically want to do the same thing except for, okay, so panel 2, let's go ahead, add a label, create, okay, and let's go ahead and anchor to center, like that, and let's go ahead, text, okay, it's alright. And what we want to do is we want to do the same thing with it. We want to clip text. We want to, where is auto wrap? Word, that. Then we want to go to layout. We want to go to custom minimum size. And we decided on 1896 X, okay. And that one is going to be 270 minus 16 and minus 24. Huh. I guess that works. That works, right? Yeah, that works, sure. Yeah, sure, right, whatever. Okay, so let's do something here. Let's make this 50 sentences. Generate. We're generating less sentences, and so copy. Paste. See what happens, how far I can go here. Okay, let's do something different instead. Select all. Let's go ahead and change this to 30 sentences. Generate. Copy. Paste. Okay. Let's add sentences. Actually, I think this... Does this cut off? I don't know if this is cut off or not, but it doesn't really matter. 40. Generate. Copy. Paste. Okay. Let's save it and let's preview it. And that seems to work okay. You know, 24 and 24 is 12 and 12. That's 24 in the center, 12 down. But then we're missing the last line here. Like, huh. Okay, so let's do something about the size of the text here. And that is, let's go to this label. Now we're going to go to, what is it, overrides, font sizes. That's a little bit better. And let's do the same here. It almost doesn't matter if they're the same size or not. Actually, what might matter a little bit is the choice box might need, yeah, you know, let me think. I'm not sure. Because I might need like a box around this or something. And let's see here. Let's go to theme overrides, font sizes. Let's make this. Let's make it also 24 right now. 24. Is that what I want? Want one bigger than the other? And do I want a different color? I'm not really concerned with colors other than the fact that when you play it, if you play it, the text should be defining, like the description should be a little different than the choices. Okay. Let's see something here. I mean, I could do a whole font and everything, but I don't really exactly want to do that. Let's see something here. Colors. Font color. Let's do, okay, I have an idea. We'll make it green. Like that. Maybe we'll make it green. Well, I can make it super bright. Wait a second. Okay. I don't know if it's too bright. I don't know. Let's see something here. HSV. Hue is fine. Saturation. Oh, I see. RGB. Okay, let's do something here. There we go, that's kind of what I want anyways. 160, just gonna match it. That way, it looks like a kind of a pale green, or do I want a pale green? I don't know. Let's bring both of these back down. Oops. Bring both of these back down. Okay, 111. I don't care. Bring this button back down. There we go. So now it's not really that pale, but it's kind of pale-ish. Kind of pale-ish, not pale though. And let's go back to this label. Let's go down to the colors. Let's go to the font color. And we're going to make that this kind of amber color. Now, I don't remember exactly. So we're going to start with a red here. Actually, let's do something here. Let's go into kind of an orangey color. And then let's see some hue, saturation, value. Let's desaturate that a little bit. Okay, that's really all I want. And it seems like a lot of work just for something that's not that important. I just wanted something that will distinguish the two boxes. Okay. All right. Let me think for a second. I'm gonna have to do some further. Let's do some further. Let's see if we can add a an outline. The only thing is I don't have an outline on here. Right? Yeah, there's no outline on there. I don't know how to get an outline. Constant. Okay, yes. Outline size. Outline color. Okay. Let me see. Let's go here, let's do something else here. Let's go to the font color. Copy. Let's copy the font color, and let's go to the outline color. Let's put that in there, paste. Okay, that's okay. Now, instead of doing that, let's drop the value down to pretty low. Okay. Let's see, the value is at 31. Okay, 31. Alright, value's at 31. Let's go to here. Let's go to constants. Let's go to outline size. What size did I use on the outline on the other one? 4. Outline size 1, 2, 3, 4. Font color. Copy. Outline color. Paste. And then value. Enter. And then let's go ahead and bring its value down to 31 also. Okay. And save it. And let's watch it. Okay, that's kind of good actually. I kind of like that. You can't really tell that there is a as an outline, just barely, but it's just enough to make the text kind of pop. And maybe that'll look like crap when I actually get the actual text in there. and we'll see if we want to make it semi-transparent, or if it just doesn't matter if it goes over the 3D thing. Right now, we might hide it at some point. So let's just work with something like this, right? Okay. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I want to check my time again. Let's check. Oh, huh. Okay. Let's see something. I'll go ahead and copy this. Copy, and paste. Just my latest stream. My latest stream is the first on the page using redot. Normally stream Monday, Tuesday from noon to 4 EST or 5 to 9 UTC, GMT, UK. And the same time on Thursday and Friday, and then on Wednesday and Saturday I stream my attempts at video editing in Blender. Okay. Anywho, so here's the program. Okay, so we got a base. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into OBS and I'm going to denote the time. It's one of. Okay, so we're going to mark the time at 1:07 right about now. Okay, so that will be where I that will be where I actually created a panel that writes text to the screen, which is pretty basic. I already knew how to do this earlier, but I was trying to do something specific, and which probably doesn't mean anything right now, like wanting to expand from the center. And actually, I think this kind of does it anyways. I think it actually does it. In other words, if I... Actually, it's kind of doing what I want, I think. So, like, if... Let's go to label. Let's go to this label. And let's go all the way down. Oop. Okay. Venanatus, where I wonder where that's at. I wonder if we can we do a, no, we can't do that. I was wondering if we could do a find in the text here of where that Venanatum is. Condimentum. Okay. The only way, okay, so the only way to do that is by backing this guy off until I find that particular word, right? So okay. So far I haven't actually hit the text there. So I'm just gonna see something here. Nostra Venentis. What Venenatus? Even though it's not really a real word. Period. Okay. Now we are going to go all the way back to this. Yeah. See. Okay. So what I wanted to do originally was when I did this, that it would actually resize, and it doesn't seem to resize. So in any case, let's click on this. Let's go up to its text. Let's see something here. How long is a sentence approximately? Habitats. Okay, so that's as much as the sentence goes. So about 5 lines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, let's not do that. Okay, let's do something here. Let's delete. No, okay. Delete. No. I'm just trying to go to where it's the exact text that fits in there. That. Let's try this one. And delete. Delete. No. Question mark. Control Z. Control Z. Delete. Control Z. Okay. Let's see something. Okay. Okay, where is that? All right. Okay, so what do I want to do next? Okay, so what I want to do next is okay, so let's create. Should I save this as a scene? Let's rename some of these here. We'll call this room. And I'm not sure what to call the VBox container or the panel, because this is going to be the description holder, you might say. The panel is going to be description, so we can change that to description. And wait a minute, Control Z, no, label, going to be description, and this is going to be choices, like that. Now, question here is, what do I want to call the container that holds both? You know, it's just a room's going to have a collection of stuff. It's going to have backgrounds. It's going to have this, that, and the other thing. So okay, let's do it this way. So let's call this description, and let's rename this text. Here, I guess since they're always all one word, description text, like this. Okay. Choices. Choices text. And what do I call? What should I call the VBox container? Because in a sense, this is not really part of a room description as far as the game or the game system is concerned. It's just in context of the Godot or Redot UI VBox container. What do I I could call it something generic like text holder, text container, room description, no, room, it's not manager, it's a container that has both your choices and your description of it. I don't know what to call that. I'm just using this as kind of a catch-all node, because eventually, like I said, I'm gonna have 3D models for the backgrounds. So I don't know, you know, that can be whatever, static body, or I don't know what it is when you bring in an outside model in from, say, Blender or what. Anyways, basically anything that this understands as a 3D model. I'll have to find out what to export as, or get an exporter. But it's gonna contain the background model. It's going to contain the camera. It's going to contain the 3D sprites. then I'll have stuff like this, like description and stuff. I could call it meta, I don't know, metadata or something. I don't know if that's would technically be the description of metadata, but that's what I am thinking of. So, I don't know. What do you think? Yes, circuit bone. I am using Redot. Of course, I have to look at Godot tutorials because there isn't a lot on Redot right now. Looks like Godot is about ready to hit 4.4 though, so I wonder if they're going to try to keep parity with Godot, or if they're still going to go their own way or something, you know, or if they're going to wait for Godot to go 4.4 stable before updating Redot. Anyways, so yeah. So if there's anyone in here or anybody that's watching or listening to the video wondering what half the stuff is, I guess I'll probably be explaining it several times, so you that have actually been listening or watching for a while, you're going to hear this over and over again. But eventually my game is going to work in 3D space. The backgrounds are going to be 3D models. The props and the characters are going to be animated, hand-drawn sprites. The backgrounds will be textured to look like they were hand-painted, but I'll get the 3D the camera in 3D space, and I get parallax and all that kind of for free, so to speak. So it'll look really cool. It'll only look really, really cool in a moving scene, though. So, like, if in a traditional 2D point and click, you might have a screen, a background that's longer or wider than the actual screen is, and that will scroll when the character gets to the edges of it. In this case, it won't scroll. The camera will move, and it will move in parallax. So you shouldn't be able to tell that it's 3D when it's not moving, but when it is moving, then you should see it move in proper perspective. But anyways, all that to say is, so I have this 3D stuff, which is just a temporary placeholder. It's not meant to be art or anything. It's just so I can see something 3D there, and I can see the text overlaid over the top of the 3D thing. Because eventually, this text, these descriptions and stuff aren't going to be in there. They might end up being pop-up windows or something. It just kind of depends on how things work out. So yeah, so I'm doing an adventure game, point and click, and it's going to be in stages. And the first stage is a basic adventure game, the most basic, which is the choose your own adventure style. So this in green will have choices that you'll hit from the keyboard. Either you'll hit a number or you'll hit a letter corresponding to an action or whatever. And eventually I'll introduce a text parser, I'll have backgrounds, I'll have animations, I'll have music, and so yeah. So this will just help me kind of keep on track. Doing it in steps helps make it to where it's not so overwhelming that I get stuck and I can't do it anymore. Which you can, if you've watched any of my other streams, you can know that I can kind of get into the weeds of stuff, like the box I was talking about. Which is okay, it's not really a big deal. Anyways. So, what am I going to call this VBox container? This is the description, which is just a panel. It's just a description panel. You know, what would you call a description and choices? What would you call that? What would you call the container that holds that? I don't know. Okay, for lack of a better deal, unless somebody can come up with something, I'm going to call it text container. Okay, this is description and choices, description text, choices text, and this is room. And we'll start with that. We'll save it, and then I'm going to put this as a scene. See if I can save it as a scene. I don't remember how to do this. Save branch as scene. And I do have a scenes folder that I created earlier. And let's call this room. And let's see some here. We'll do it like this for right now. And let's see, Control S. Pull this up. Wait, pull this up. Okay. And now it kind of makes a little bit more sense because when I go to the base scene, it's this 3D. Okay, base scene here. I think it's kind of interesting. What I'd like to do, which I don't know if Godot or Redot does this, but if I click on, oh, that's right. Okay, so if I click on room, nothing happens. Actually, if I click on room, I'd like to see this overlaid. And I'm not sure if I need to make it some sort of 3D node, like a 3D text node, but that's not really what I want. I want this to be actually overlaid into the 3D scene. And I'm not sure how to do that. I'll have to look that up and see if that's even possible. So, okay, so then we got room, text container. Huh. Okay. So, we're actually getting close to being done here. Let's see here. Streaming. Ages. Okay. Fork from Godot. Potential and contribute to the shared code base of both their more genuinely community-driven. Yeah. What the Redot creators said is there's some long-standing issues in Godot that wasn't getting addressed, I guess, and so they want the community to drive the development of Redot. I think that the whole when the community manager was like banning everybody from Twitter and whatever, I think that was just the impetus for leaving. I think. Go will get forked. Yeah. Community manager on Twitter started to ban people even for simple comments saying they don't care about politics. Even big donators ended up being blocked. Anyways. So I am using Redot right now, so there. Okay, so honestly, if you're in the Blender channel in the Libra, whatever, Libera chat, Libera.chat network. This is short. It was just because I was busy working on this. In any case, I think it's probably about time I should quit, I guess. Yeah, so here's the thing here, right? See what's interesting to me. Okay, this is actually the scene file, right? Base scene. Huh, oh. I see. So if I switch, see if I switch here, here's a. If I switch here to room, if I click on room, then it's not showing anything, right? I can do this, 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 this. I click on room, nothing happens, right? Oh, I guess it's just because it's a node, and it's just a regular node. Okay, so I'm here, and it's still not showing anything. Why? Because the text container, or the VBox container, I'm going to have all kinds of nodes in this thing, though, so that, you know, I mean, I could make it a control node. I'm not sure really how that would work, honestly, because I still don't know that much about these engines just yet. But I know what I want to do is I want this to be overlaid even in the editor, and I'm not sure how to do that. Anyways, let's run it again. Seen this already? Okay. Anyways. Now, I'm not sure, too, if I just want to, for each room that I do, what do I want to do? Do I want to just duplicate it and then put, I could create a room manager. In fact, one guy that was doing a text, an old-fashioned text adventure in Godot, he had a room manager that contained all the rooms. So maybe I could do a room manager that contains all of these rooms. Maybe the VBox, what's it called? What type is it? Change type. It's a VBox container. Cancel. VBox container, right? Maybe the VBox container can actually be the room node. Except later on, a room is going to have more than just these text descriptions here. So I'm not sure if that's the way I want to do it. Not really sure. Anywho. So either I take this and I copy the scene, I make multiple scenes, and that's the room scene. What happens if I let's do a copy of this, okay? And let's paste room 2. Does that mean if I change the description in room 2, that it's going to change it in room 1? Let's do something. Let's love him ipsum. Let's just save it. Go to base scene. Let's go back to room. So they're using the same scene apparently, right? Okay, so that's something I'm going to have to take into account, because they're going to each need their own instances, essentially. So that means making what? Their own room? Here. Let's see something here. Reparent. New node. Access as unique name. Let's see what happens when I do that. Yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out how to. Let's delete that. Where is the remove? Remove, delete. Oh, can I just delete it? Cancel. Yes. Yes. Just delete it. Okay. So what I need is I need for them to have their own So what I could do here is I could have a manager and I could have these as individual rooms. They'd have to be their own scenes, wouldn't they? I'd have to actually save them specifically as a scene. In other words, I could duplicate the room and then I save that as a scene and it would be room 2. Or I can make a room manager Huh. I have to think about that more. I'm not really sure how to work this though. Because they're going to need their own unique choices and their own unique description. And so a room will be a separate room. I guess should I save them as separate scenes? Maybe? I mean, is that how it would be in a full-fledged point and click that you made? You'd have rooms, or would you have like a collection of rooms in like a single file, right? I don't know. I guess I'll have to decide it. If anybody's listening or watching, maybe you can help me decide next time. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna call it quits for today. I know I didn't get that much done, but at least I made a little bit of progress. So instead of working on that stupid box, I am actually creating something. It's not a box that has text in it. Whatever. Maybe I should just do that. I should just brute force everything until it looks like it's unwieldy, and then refactor it later. So I could just do duplicates of the scene, and then I could save them as separate scenes, and each room is a scene, an actual redot scene. And then I can just change the text and the choices as needed. I could do it that ways, I think. I'd also kind of need a template because later on we're going to have links. So maybe this should be a room template. So maybe room shouldn't have yeah. I'm gonna have to work on let me think. Make it like a template, and then each time it loads up, it can load up the template. Because what's going to happen is, let's say I make a description, I make some choices, and I make several of these, and then now I want to link them together. So what I do is I add a thing to link them together, but I'm going to have to remake the linking part over and over again, depending on how many rooms I already have. That isn't going to be any good. So what I have to do instead is I have to make sure that this room template has everything it needs, so that when I make copies of it, I don't have to. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's where scripting comes in, right? Because I could have a room template and I could have it instantiate a room. I don't know. I'll have to figure this out. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. And so yeah, so I guess thanks for watching if you or listening, as the case may be. And please feel free to comment later or let me know if this is interesting or if it's just plain boring or whatever. And I'll try to work on it. Thanks again. See you later.